welcome back to Artpad rather. What is Art Live? Artpad 2012, day 2.
Day 2.
This is Tim Sullivan and
I'm Chris Corrente. We're still here.
We're still here, rocking it.
We've been downgraded to Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Now, I'm okay with that.
But I'm all right.
Right now,
yeah.
This is perfect.
Earlier I heard somebody say, wow, your eyes aren't bloodshot, to which Tim replied, no, but my brain is, which I think pretty much sums up what's going on with a lot of people here. But
Bloodshot brains. We had a great night last night. It was a good opening party, and I think we're ready to rock it once again.
Too. So thanks to Artpad, we're having a great time. We appreciate them letting us be here, and you should probably come check it out.
Yeah, come on down. Come on down to Artpad at the Phoenix Hotel.
Fun in the sun.
What's happening tonight again? What is it? The Black Rock?
The Black Rock people, our favorites.
Our favorites. Remember last year?
They were really polite.
They were real nice.
So we'll see if they can carry those vibes over. See you later.
See you later. So here we are, day 2 of Artpad, and we're getting our daily wolf report. What? Whoa! How did that happen? What was that?
I just only need a logo now, and I'm going to be completely branded.
You need to brand yourself. Maybe that's your
I do need to brand myself. Well, we're working on it right now.
So how's it going?
Yeah, how's it going? Day 2, Stephen Wolf.
It's good. I guess I'll start with the end of last night, in which I found myself to be the only sober person in this place.
Ooh,
people were dropping like flies. I don't know how it happened. I guess they gave a lot of free booze away. And
no, I meant how did it happen that you were not drunk?
Yeah, that's the shocker.
I don't really know. It just skipped me. You know how sometimes, like, in it just was like a Las Vegas thing. It's just like it just skipped me. I just never got. I was so busy. I never got my hand around a beer bottle. I mean, maybe one, but you know, not enough to get drunk.
So how awful was it being around all the drunkards?
Well, it was okay. I mean, I talked for like 8 hours straight yesterday, and that's like typical of an art fair.
That's typical of you, right?
No, I usually like sit there, you know, very quietly and like pray that Andrew will do the talking for me, but he was hammered, and the last time that happened, he blew several sales, so I actually had to like step up and handle the conversation.
Oh, Andrew.
It was all fine until, as it wore on, though, I was getting asked ridiculous questions by really drunken people, and it was amusing, but it was bizarre. Last year, I had so much to drink, and I never looked drunk. I just seem like strange, you know, like I have a kind of faraway look in my eyes. And so a woman I've known for many years came into my booth, and I was talking to her for like 15 minutes, thinking it was another woman I knew for a long time. And when I finally like said this woman, it was Patricia Maloney, when I finally like referred to her as Joyce Grimm, she just like hauled off and punched me. Like, what are you talking about?
Yeah, okay.
So maybe that was like a good reason why I shouldn't actually be drinking that much here.
But today you're gonna get really drunk, right?
Today's the day.
Well, yeah, it's still early. It could happen. It's not even 5 o'clock. But it was very busy last night, and there were a lot of people here today. Last night was a lot of curators, a lot of people related to the museum. I'm hoping, it seems like people are enjoying themselves. I haven't gotten out of this room. I've basically been trapped. So I see kids out there. That seems fun. People are actually going in the pool. I hear this Samuel Barber music, and I'm expecting a performance to happen in which somebody cries. Do you know about this?
I've heard. I think we might have.
Chew. I think we missed it.
Yeah, it didn't happen. Didn't happen here, but maybe Andrew wasn't paying attention. And there was some weeping, and he didn't know about it. But I was really looking forward to that project, and it kind of passed me by along with the alcohol.
Right. Well, I hope we didn't miss it.
I hope you find tears
I want to
and
see
alcohol
that.
today.
Or cry in my drink.
Yeah, tears in our beers. So,
before we let you go, Preakness, you playing the Preakness tomorrow?
Yeah. You got your money on anyone?
No. You know, honestly, this is the first year I didn't follow the Derby.
Oh,
So I don't even know who's like running strong in the Preakness.
I got a hot tip since we're at Artpad right here. I'm playing a 3-6 exacta box, right?
Yeah.
3 pretension, 6 creative cause.
Okay.
We'll see if they can come in together.
What are they coming in at odds-wise?
I think the morning line is 6-1 and 30-1.
Okay, so how much you gonna put down?
Just a couple bucks.
Okay. So if you win,
Look, if I win, I'll get
you
like,
get $8 or $9.
No,
you
I'm
can
gonna
buy
get
your...
like 212 if I hit that exacta,
Okay.
man. I'll buy you dinner.
Wow, you're like a calculator.
Damn right.
I'm just going with Teeth of the Dog by Joe Bravo.
Or
Bravo,
hair of the
Joe
dog.
Bravo. Joe Bravo is the jockey. Sounded good to me.
All right,
that's
well,
going
Stephen,
for it.
thank you for the Daily Wolf Report.
You're welcome.
We'll come back tomorrow
See you
and
again
see how
tomorrow.
things are
Have
going.
fun. Come
Do
to
we,
Artpad,
do we
play
close
the
out
Big
with another
Whistle.
howl?
The Daily Wolf Report. There it is. We are. What is our live with Maria Jensen?
That's
who
right.
We love and respect immensely.
Yes, Maria Jensen, the director of the art fair. Is
That's
that
right.
is that what your title would be? Director?
Yeah,
of
director, grunt, you know, gopher,
Everything.
hard worker, yeah.
Does it all.
Yep, yep.
Jack
yep.
of all trades.
Pretty
How's it
much.
going?
Chill. Yeah.
Well, I was just saying it's day 2, so everyone's recovering from their hangovers. And
We got that.
Yeah, so it's a little bit mellow, you know, but it's going great.
Yeah, everyone
Great.
come together
It was
nicely.
kind of an explosive opening night, if you notice. There
Yeah,
were
yeah,
a lot
no,
of
it was
people
fantastic.
here, a lot
Really
of
good.
recognizable faces within the art world, cognoscenti, which I think you guys are part of.
I
Or
hope so.
cognoscentus.
Try.
You're
We try.
cognoscentus.
We do our best.
Okay, all right. So, what do you need to know? Anything?
All sorts of things.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
right.
Okay, so it's going well.
It's going
we
well.
got that.
Establish that much.
No,
So
no
what's not
complaints.
going well?
Yeah, any drama?
Well, somebody fell in the pool.
Fell in the pool.
Fell in.
They fell in
Fully
the
dressed,
pool.
Accidentally.
dressed to the
Fully
nines.
dressed, but then I learned
Wish
that
we had that on.
they didn't really kind of fall in the pool. They kind of wanted to be in the pool, but then she
Yeah.
had her purse with her too, which was kind of like weird. So when I walked in this morning, someone was fishing out like money and credit cards and a phone and a whole thing. And then you know that sculpture that's out there by Matt Gill? It's
The
right,
Bone?
The Bone.
Yep.
The bone? Yeah,
A
we've
couple of
seen
people
it.
were swinging on it.
Ooh,
You know?
swinging on the bone.
Swinging on the bone.
Okay, wait. I hope you're going to edit that out.
No, no,
but
that's
if you
way
don't,
in.
I mean, you
No,
know.
that's golden.
Hey, it's Artpad, so you know this is where you come to swing on a bone.
That's
right?
right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
You heard it
The
here.
art bone. The art
Yeah,
bone.
The art bone.
bone.
Art bone.
Swinging on the art bone. That's what I tell
That's
them.
what
Yes. Good.
Great.
Yeah.
So Maria now has a new catchphrase.
Yes.
We have
Swinging on the art
Eliani's and
bone.
we have Maria's.
Artpad.
Great.
Swinging on the art bone.
Okay, so that was a little bit of drama.
That was drama.
That's mild.
Um,
If that's the worst you've
that was
dealt
mild.
with, you're in great shape.
I
Yeah.
haven't dealt with anything. No upsets. No nothing. Yeah.
Beautiful.
It's been, yeah.
No drama. I mean, we got a bunch of artists, a bunch of dealers. It's a lot of.
Well,
those are a lot of dramatic
A lot of
people,
interests.
all in one place. You know.
Yeah, that's
So-
true.
so you're
Nothing,
doing all right.
Nothing. I mean, there was some broken glass. I mean, you know, that was, you know, there was. Did you see the performance that was happening in the courtyard with the rope and the glass and the candles and the
Oh, we
chalk
missed that.
drawings
We missed that.
and a
Ouch.
man who had the big diaper on.
Oh.
Oh damn.
Yeah.
Love a man with a
It was
diaper.
a modern interpretive dance piece, which I didn't even know all of that was going to happen. Because that's the thing that happens when you have this kind of art fair. You know, not only are you guys surprised, but I am often surprised. I walk through, like I just saw a bunch of people in the swimming pool just a few minutes ago.
Yeah.
But
some
that's all
swimming
good.
performance
They had their
going on there.
speedos, so they must have been ready.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Awesome. Well,
Yeah.
I think we'll continue to check in with you and see how
we'll
things
check
are
on day
going.
and
Check,
Yeah.
what's
check
happening.
back with me on day 4.
See how you're.
Wait a minute, where's day 4? What day is this?
This is day 2.
Day 2. Day 4, I guess
Day
that's the
2.
last day. That's Sunday, which we will have a Ring of Fire eclipse
Ooh, Ring
on
of
that
Fire.
day. And I
Pretty
remember
good.
last year we thought that there was that guy saying that the rapture was
the
happening.
rapture, that's right.
Last year was the rapture.
Yes,
Maybe
and it
this
kept
year.
changing the date of the rapture.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
this year,
Is when we all
Artpad
go.
2 will be the real rapture.
yeah,
With
yeah.
the Artpad power.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Then the
So-
Mayans will be at peace with that too. Yeah.
That's right. So we will
Thinking.
check with you
All right.
on the day of the Ring of Fire.
And everyone should know Maria is so cool. She is actually responsible for us being here.
Yes.
Well,
and
yeah.
thank
I mean,
you so
know,
much
I'm
for
so
that.
glad that I
Thank you so
paid
much.
you handsomely
She's
to.
the queen.
Yes,
Where's our
yes.
drink tickets though? We got no drink
Oh,
tickets.
oh, the drink tickets. Well, I gotta get you some drink
All right,
tickets.
well,
I'll take care of
let's
you.
work
yeah.
that out.
Because we gotta
But-
work it out so you're not drinking pap.
I know.
Yeah,
we're-
this is all we
we're-
can afford.
Yeah,
no,
this
we'll
is
get
what
you
we're
some
stuck
drink. We'll
with.
hit you up with some drink
All
tickets.
right.
All
Much
right.
love, Maria. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
All right.
here we are at the Marks and Zavattero booth with Steve Zavattero. How's it going, man?
Oh, good. It's going great, Tim.
Yeah? Yeah?
Yes.
You're welcome. We're loving it, actually. The booth looks great. I was loving those flocked pieces. We'll have to get a shot of that later.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah.
You guys were here last year and you came back.
Yes, we were here last year. We came back. In fact, we enjoyed it so much that we were asked by Maria Jensen, the director, to be on the advisory board for the fair.
Oh,
this
beautiful.
year. So we gladly took on those reins along with Steve Wolf and Mariana Stark, and we helped sort of reprogram the fair and give it a little bit more of a national focus. And I think we've been happily successful in that. You'll see galleries from all around the country this year, which we didn't have last year.
Yes, I noticed that.
Yeah, a lot of the good highlights, all-stars from our local scene as well.
Exactly.
Was there any particular piece of advice you gave that you felt made a huge difference in your advising?
Advice to recruiting? Well, we just said, come out to San Francisco. We're establishing ourselves on the art fair circuit map. I mean, it's a great vibe. The hotel's beautiful. It's a very cutting-edge fair. It's relaxed. The rooms are great. You get 300 square feet of an empty room with no furniture. It's just a really unique place to sort of decide to do a curated project, things like that. So that was kind of more how we pushed our recruiting.
And it was just kind of a blanketed recruiting, or did you target things that had
Oh,
a specific
no.
vibe?
Well, Heather and I specifically went after some of the guys and gals that we do art fairs with, some art fair veterans from Miami, New York, those kind of things. Ed Winkleman, for example, from New York, Lions Weir Gallery from New York, Mark Moore from Culver City. Some of these galleries that we've worked with quite a bit at different fairs around the country that we know wanted to try something new, a little bit more of a boutique approach, something independent like Artpad. That's kind of how we went after them singly, one by one.
Beautiful, beautiful. Yeah, it looks great out there, I will say. I did notice the more national, I don't know. I just lost
Focus.
it. Focus.
National focus.
I
Yeah,
need
we
to
got
focus.
Denver, Chicago, Boston. Steven Zavitas, a new American paintings editor. He's got a great gallery in Boston. Again, a fair veteran, guy that we were doing fairs with. We got him to join us. We got a gallery from Denver. We got a great gallery from Birmingham, Alabama. Beta Pictoris is here. I mean, again, so it's really giving San Francisco a little bit more of an overview of things that are going on in the country and the scene, and people that know what they're doing when it comes to curating an art booth. They know how to hang a booth. They know how to present their art as well, and that's our focus: is people that really are into that kind of aesthetic.
Right, they know how to do it.
Yep.
They already know how to do it. They
Yep.
come in. So, what do you think? So far, I'm not sure based on last year. What do you think what is going to happen? Maybe with sales. Do you think there's actually a rate of sales happening?
Yeah, and again, the nice thing about this fair is the overhead's much lower. I mean, when you're talking about going to other fairs, the big booth fairs, you're spending 5 figures at a minimum just to get in the door. That's just
Right,
your booth.
right.
So this fair is much lower cost. The overhead's much lower. It doesn't take as many sales to break even. But it's also, again, trying to get the people. We wanted, it was amazing how many people last year we met who were Bay Area people that just don't go to the galleries. And so many people were like, 77 Geary, I never go there.
Yeah.
So that was a really nice thing. It's all about more, sales are great, but it's also about meeting new consultants. I've already met half a dozen new consultants already in the first evening and day that are Bay Area art consultants just that never kind of come around. It's a great venue to one stop, kind of seeing a lot of things with all the fairs in town.
Right.
So yeah, I mean, the energy's great. It's a wonderful place for that. And some people, they don't come first Thursday. They just rather not bother.
Right.
They prefer to do it this way, by coming to art fairs. So that's good. Getting on the map. That's good.
Definitely, yeah, just for networking in general.
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right, well, it seems like you really sincerely dig Artpad.
Yeah, love Artpad. It's a good fair. Maria's worked very, 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 very hard. Obviously Chip, he owns the place. He's done a nice job. I mean, how many times are you going to see even? You go to Aqua or other fairs. I mean, that's just the way it is. I mean, you're working your own furniture or something. I mean, this is great for everybody. The furniture's out, and you have a really nice place to exhibit the work. And hopefully next year will even be bigger and better.
Beautiful. Well, thanks, Steve.
All right, Tim. Thank you. All right, you guys.
Pleasure to meet
Love
you.
these guys. They do a good job.
Thank you.
Hello, here we are. We got local artist, San Francisco-based artist Nick Cope with us here. He's come to check out Artpad. What do you think?
Yeah, Nick Cope, what do you think? I love the venue. I enjoyed it last year, and I think it's a great spot for an art fair.
Yeah, how's the art?
I think it's pretty good. I think the galleries here are they take risks, which I appreciate. I think
Risks in regards to being commercial galleries. It's like
Yes, in relationship to most galleries that I feel in the city and the other art fairs that I've seen in town. So yeah.
Cool. Is there a standout piece? Is there like one work or one room, one gallery that you feel like knocked your socks off in some way, or at least is better than the others?
That's tough. That's tough to say. I think the gallery that was closest to my heart, because it showed work that I would like to show. Not to reference my paperwork
Your
here.
little dossier of cards, I see.
Yeah, bring these
Bring
out
them
on
up,
the
bring them
table.
up.
Yeah,
Okay,
Let's go
yeah.
through some of these.
I got, here we are, Unspeakable Projects. I think that was my top pick.
Yeah.
Unspeakable
That's somebody you might
projects.
like to
Where-
work with, or what?
Oh,
Yeah.
they're here in San Francisco.
Yeah. So,
Oh, that's good looking.
I was surprised to see that a gallery from 49 Geary is having a performance artist.
Nice.
Oh yeah, Jordan Esso. He was here last
The
night.
McLaughlin Gallery.
Cool.
So you dig
Interesting.
that?
I mean, I appreciate their effort.
He's doing like a nude body cactus. Sort of
actually,
performance.
standout piece. I don't know her name, but it was being shown at the Thomas Robertello Gallery from Chicago.
Robertello's got a winner in there?
Yeah, Robert Tello.
Yeah,
Let's go. We'll talk to him later and see what's going on.
There is a female artist up there right now who, I will say, the one piece that stood out the most is a photograph of her jumping the day she got out of the hospital after breaking her spine.
Oh, fuck me. Why
Ooh.
would you do that?
Wow.
So while in a cast still, she does a little jump.
You like that. So what do you got going on? Last thing I saw to you, you had like this big massive solo show at PAI, and then nothing. Where'd you go?
Oh
You
yeah.
decided you didn't like art
That was
anymore,
the
or
show
what?
with the donkey in it, right?
Yeah,
There was a donkey.
Live donkey.
That was
on
a
site.
blowout. It was good.
Yeah.
I've just been taking my time researching on a new project, which I'm about to go do the shooting for in July, and hopefully have done by this fall.
Nice.
Great.
Well, we look forward to
Hopefully
seeing where
you'll
you are.
all see a show this fall.
Good. We hope so too. Thanks for chatting with us, Nick.
All right,
Yeah.
thanks for having me. Appreciate it.
Thanks for coming on.
See you around.
Yeah. All right. See you soon. If at any point you need to
I need to sell
do
something.
your thing.
Don't worry, we're in San
Yeah.
Francisco. No one's gonna buy anything.
Yeah, we know. Are we ready?
We've been rolling.
Oh, we've been rolling.
Okay,
All
we're
right.
going. So here we go.
Here we are in Robert Berman's booth, Robert Berman Gallery and E6 Gallery here in San Francisco. Robert Berman Gallery is in Santa Monica. I am with Tulsa Kinney
Yes.
and Robert Berman. How you guys doing?
You know,
We're
great.
doing okay. Thank
And Tulsa, I know that you are connected with Artillery Magazine. At what capacity?
you. I'm the editor and co-founder, and it's been around for 6 years. It's based in Los Angeles, and we cover the contemporary art world with writers all over. And we're here with our magazine at all 3 art fairs.
Beautiful. Is the magazine, is it mostly LA based or California based, or is it?
Well, I like to say it's LA-centric,
Yes.
because we are based here. Most of our advertisers are on the West Coast, but we are we've gone national recently, like in January we went national, so we're really trying to expand. I really want to get this into the hinterlands, because I think art is like going global, and I want a magazine that's readable.
Yes.
Our motto is the only art magazine that's fun to read.
Okay, awesome. Can you give us an example of an art magazine that isn't fun to read?
Yes, many. How long do we have?
Just off the top of your
okay.
head, number one.
Well, I
number
would say
one.
Art Form is the top
Okay.
unreadable magazine.
So is this like the anti-art forum? Like, were you like, I want to make an art magazine
It's
that
not
is an art forum?
anti-intellectual, though. I will say it is not anti-intellectual. It's extremely smart, right, Robert?
I think it's amazing. As a matter of fact, 7 years ago, when Tulsa came to my gallery in Los Angeles, she was telling me she was going to do an art magazine. I thought she was crazy, but she was always a great writer. She
Thank
was
you.
writing for years.
LA Weekly.
LA
Yeah.
Weekly, and very articulate and very readable, like Peter Frank, and there's a few other writers who really could reach out to normal people and also actually know the inner workings of the art world. So they're insiders who are able to communicate, which is for me, you know, the best thing an art magazine could do.
No, that's important, definitely. Can you talk about print a little bit? What made you decide to make an actual paper physical magazine rather than just doing like a, you know, an online magazine or blog sort of situation? What do you think is the importance of having a printed, tangible object that?
Well, I think it probably, you know, I would have to admit I'm coming from more of a, you know, the magazine era, the analog era. So I have to admit I still like print quite a bit. So I think that that's why. Also, I think an art magazine, I think it's really important. It's more like an object. You know, you get to do beautiful spreads, and I still like magazines. We do have a, you know, on a print online, and we will probably eventually, I mean, you just have to, we'll probably be full online. We're partially online. But I just really like print, and I just hope that there's still a, you know, a taste for it, or that it's still relevant. I mean, I do know that I'm kind of fighting the system a little bit, but you know, print magazines are still, new ones are coming out all the time. So I do think magazines, maybe newspapers are going to disappear, and even books because of e-books, but I kind of think the magazines are going to be the ones that are kind of stick around, just because they're a little more portable, and they're, like I said, like how you couldn't do a spread, like this is a double spread, you couldn't do something like, I mean, you know, it's an art form, you know, print magazines are art form, the design is really important, you don't get that on online magazines.
But your online presence is actually quite amazing, and you were one of the first magazines to actually have video. So they had a videographer doing going out and taping their own forums and symposiums, but also adding tape and interest of the three-dimensional video online, much of what you do, Tim. And they have, when you go to their website now, I believe it's artillyrymag.com. Artillyrymag.com. Right. You'll see on the side it lists videos, and it's really a great collection of videos.
Great. Right. So the online and the print can kind of talk to each other.
Yeah.
And you have full different spaces, sort of.
Right, and we're going to develop it more. You know, I mean, you just have to. I mean, you live in, you know, in not reality, you know, if you're not going to go in that direction.
Right.
But we're doing a little slower, I think.
Beautiful. All right. Well, thanks for talking to us, Tulsa. Definitely.
Sure.
Do you want to show the magazine?
Yeah,
Give us one last...
Artillery. It's nationally distributed now for only $5. Look at your local newsstand all across the country.
I'm an advertiser. I advertise every issue.
We love Robert Berman.
And Robert Berman.
Yes.
Thank you both.
All right, here we are. What is Art Live? Mark Fred Proyen.
Heidi Ho.
Heidi Ho. Art historian, artist.
Critic.
Critic.
Troublemaker.
Troublemaker, that's
Humorist.
your prime role. Humorist. I don't know if you're good at that one, but hey, you gotta try.
Fucking kid, you have no idea.
Thanks. So, here you are, the Black Rock event of Artpad.
Yeah, what about it? I was actually a founding director of the Black Rock Arts Foundation. I'm not sure that I should be admitting that, but
yeah, I was going to ask you.
I was a founder, and then I rotated out and disappeared and got lost touch with them. But
what do you think of the direction it's all taken?
Well, it's gotten more professional, but I think that, you know, what's happening now is that the Black Rock Art Foundation is it's absorbing the Burning Man organization and so I'm kind of like losing my interest in Burning Man. I went to Burning Man 17 times. I think I experienced it.
It's a lot of Burning Man.
And back in the 90s, it actually used to be really a lot of fun. Then, you know.
When did you cut off? When was the last one you went to?
This will be the first one that I don't go to.
That's a big deal.
Partly because of the ticket fiasco, and partly because I had travel plans that made it really hard to do.
Now, with Black Rock doing Burning Man, it seems like they kind of Black Rock appeals to a demographic that looks like a very small portion of the Burning Man.
Yeah, but I think what's going to happen if the Burning Man population, 95% of the people who go to Burning Man won't even know the difference. They'll be out there doing whatever they do, and we kind of know what that is, without even recognizing that any significant organizational changes have taken place. It's going to be imperceptible to the on-the-ground experience, which I guess is a good thing.
And is there any kind of talk amongst the old school Burning Man people like, hey, maybe we should consider something else as an outlet?
Well, a lot of people have done that. There's an event that takes place in July called 4th of July. A lot of the old-timers go to that. Some people, who knows? With the population restriction and with the BLM getting heavy about the population cap, there's a kind of tension in the environment there that makes some people a little nervous.
All right, let's switch gears a little bit. We're at an art fair. What do you think of the art? You got a lot of
I spent the early afternoon at Art Market, and I came over here. And Art Market is kind of more of an upscale kind of thing, and this is supposedly downscale. But I've been looking at this stuff professionally for like 30 years, and it's like you could say that Artpad is the edgy alternative to Art Market, but even the edginess looks to me like contrived, simple-minded edginess. I can see that. And and the Art Market stuff, I mean, it's like, it's all stuff I know, and there were like a couple of cool things there. I think there was actually some gallery, the Evergo Gallery, had the original #1 edition of the Flux box. I was like, I was so speechless I didn't bother to ask, but, and then, so there was some stuff, at that level of the art world, you're really looking at people who are gaming ideas about what makes a good investment in relationship to what museums are going to want to buy in 10 years. Here, things aren't really that self-conscious. It's more like here you're dealing with younger artists who are just trying to get themselves over in some way, make some kind of a splash, kind of position themselves as kind of having something that people will be able to recognize.
And do you see it in the quality of the work, or do you think it's all just about the image and the prestige that's already attached to those things? Most,
I would say 75% image and prestige, 25% quality. But, it fluctuates a little bit. I mean, there's some really nice, fun things here, but then there's also a lot of stuff that, we had our MFA show here last week. I thought the MFA show was actually more interesting than all of us. But, they had, in that situation, it was a different situation, because each artist, instead of having 8 artists, there were 2 artists. Instead of, and so it was just a different experience. I think this is actually one of the better presentations. I like this guy's work. That painting, I think that's a Keith Bowden, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah. This thing with hovering George Kuchar is funny.
That's our own Tim Sullivan's work, actually.
Oh, that's true. I remember seeing the roller coaster piece that Tim did with George, which I thought was really hilarious. But all right, it's like these class that I can do without like that. This is pretty interesting. This is actually, I'm seeing a lot of abstract painting that's kind of copying this kind of attitude.
How would you describe it? What's the attitude?
Well, the term that's circulating in the art world is coined by a critic named Raphael Rubenstein. It's called provisional painting. And it's also been called passive-aggressive painting. It's been called posture painting.
Posture painting, I like that.
And it seems to be everywhere. I even saw a lot of it at Art Market earlier. And some of our graduate students are doing that now. I think that there's a kind of the figure has become tiresome for painters in the last 2 or 3 years. And that's kind of something I've noticed.
Well, thank you for your observations and
pleasure.
talking with us. Always a pleasure.
Well, I don't know. Do you have the coaxial? Where's the coaxial? That even the vans? Well, what's this thing? Well, I don't know. What is that? Oh, come on, man. You gotta be kidding me. We've been preparing for this for days. Oh, God. Aaron, what are you doing, man? I told you I was gonna put it over here, but we went over there, and then when it went over there, I just came back, and then I don't know, maybe the guy with the cello did it. I don't know, who's that guy over there? He's got his case. Walking here and just too cool about it because I'll apply and we do this thing in like 3 hours. These guys are messing around here at an art fair. They can't put this thing together in like 10 hours. What the hell is that? We go out in the middle of the desert and put a whole community together. I don't get why it's taking you so long. What's wrong with you jackasses? You just need to out of my face. I'm looking for the coaxial. Where's my clipboard? Where's the clipboard? Everything's on the clipboard. Where's the clipboard? Oh no, we gotta turn it down? What? Well, no, you're not supposed to be doing a sound check right now. Who gave you permission to do that? We don't need permission, we're Brad. What are you talking about, permission? We're free. I mean, you guys are part of like this day roll thing that I can't relate to. I mean, you know, this is like some jacked up kind of consciousness y'all got going on here. So it's taking so long. The vibes are bad. It's bad vibes here. It's bad mojo. Really bad mojo. It's just bad. I just can't deal with this stuff, man. I'm gonna have to go out to the desert. Hi. So how's it going? Hey, can anyone find a fresh daisy for my little beard? I'm trying to find it.
That's perfect. Maria, you were...
All right, what is our live? Day 2 of SF Artpad.
Day 2.
As you can see, the Black Rock Arts Foundation has taken over the space
It's getting a little more
Hookworm, which we're currently standing in front of. I would say kind of the quintessential Burning Man art.
Oh yeah,
looks like burnt metal and red lights. So yeah,
sweet.
Perfect.
Didn't even notice that.
Hopefully you're enjoying the coverage here of Artpad. Got some good interviews going today.
Yeah, talked to some great people. The director, Maria. We had our wolf report. And some other things.
All in all, we've had a good day, and we'll be back tomorrow. Back for you.
Yeah, see you tomorrow.